What is up, guys? It is Coaster Watch here, and today I'm going to be talking about Kennywood's 2019 new attraction they're added. So today they just released phase 2 of their teasing project sort of deal. We all thought the announcement was actually coming today, but nope, it's just another teaser. This time it's in the form of a word search, so this kind of confirms that all of those numbers that we saw were actually the stats of the ride. So I never even analyzed the stats of the ride, so we're going to go over that real quick. The first number is 197, and then we got 3, so we had 2 numbers there, and then they started doing it more rapidly: 24, 220, 120, 75, 9, 50, and then lastly 4,000. So looking at Airtime Thrills Instagram, we can see that this word search consists of the words lift, speed, $1 million, columns, midway, height, footers, seconds, tallest inversion, passenger, suspended length, wood, launches, moon records, trains, exit, T-Rex. So obviously a lot of these words are kind of throwing us off. I can tell that speed is probably a stat. Maybe columns is a stat. I'm thinking height. I'm thinking footers. I'm thinking seconds. I'm thinking tallest inversion. Then we can see his word search here. This is what he posted on a story this morning. So I'm pretty sure a lot of these stats are actually to throw us off, because in there we found that there was wood and steel, and we also found there was lift and launch, and we also found there was suspended. So a lot of people are thinking RMC, but suspended really is throwing us off. Then we look at Thrill Corner, and another cool guy who actually printed his out, and we can see the same thing here. A lot of the words are found, but except we found something different. He found lift angle. We're not sure if those are 2 different words or if lift angle is 1 word. So that could be a stat of the ride, but we're not sure. Then we also found inversions, which we didn't find on Airtime Thrills story. But this is really, really interesting. The Kennywood is really, really trying to throw everyone off. They're making this a lot harder than it should be, because a lot of this is kind of a marketing scheme to get people to enter a contest to be among the first riders to ride this new attraction. So that's why they're doing a lot of these, to kind of throw us off, because there's wood and steel and suspended. So if it actually is a suspended coaster, which they don't have a suspended coaster in the park, I highly doubt it would be wooden. And I also highly doubt there would be a launch. Maybe there could be. But then there's just so many different other things that it could be. So now we're going to look back and we're going to kind of correlate to what these numbers could mean. So 197, I think that's going to be probably like the lift maybe, or maybe the height of the drop. That's what I'm thinking. And then 3 could be launches, I'm thinking, if this is going to be a multi-launch coaster. Then we obviously have 24. I believe 24 will be passengers. 220 will be the height. I think 120 is going to be the tallest inversion. I believe that 75, that's probably going to be the angle of the drop. That's what I'm thinking. 9, everyone was saying airtime, but I don't really see airtime. So maybe 75 could be footers. I'm thinking 75 could be footers. And then 9, I have no idea what 9 could be. Maybe 9 moments of airtime, because that was, or maybe 9 records broken. Who knows? This could be a new type of stat. And then there's obviously 50. I'm thinking 50 could be seconds. Maybe, I don't know. 50 could be really anything at this point. Maybe even 50 records broken. And then 4,000 is obviously the length. So they're obviously trying their hardest to throw us off. They gave us so many different options. I was like, oh, this is going to confirm all the stats. But they're honestly just kind of stirring the teapot a little bit more. They're kind of making us think a little bit more outside the box. But the fact that they have suspended in there, along with wood and steel, is what interests me the most about this. There's also inversions. 9 could be inversions. We could have a 9 inversion coaster coming to Kennywood, or even 3. We never know. But this is really interesting. We also found the words T-Rex in there, which is also really, really interesting, because the fact that we found T-Rex could mean something. But also, this was posted inside of a group chat that I was with, Thrill Source group chat on Instagram. They actually said that it's not going to be a T-Rex. Like, they said that someone called it out, so I'm just gonna roll along with that. But I really, really, truly do believe that this will be a launch coaster, because I feel like I feel like Kennywood's in need for another launch coaster. Who knows, maybe a launch suspended. But the thing that I would like to see the most right now is a launched wooden roller coaster from RMC, because all of these categories seem to fit really well. 4,000 feet of track. Don't really know what 50 means, to be honest. 9 moments of airtime, that would be pretty good. Be pretty solid. Because I think Lightning Rod actually doesn't have that many more than 9 moments of airtime. 75 could be the angle. 120 could be the height of the first inversion. It could be like a 0G stall or something of that nature. I really think an RMC Woody, and everyone's been saying this for years, and I've been agreeing 100%, something like Wildfire, Outlaw Run, or even Lightning Rod would fit really, really, really well at this park. And I think if they get something like that, it could be one of the best in the world. But some of the footers right now aren't really looking too RMC-ish, and the fact that footers is an option and there's only 75, who knows, maybe 220 is the footers or something. So that seems kind of unlikely with the way these stats are kind of lining up. So a lot of people were saying an S&S coaster or an intimate launch coaster, kind of like Soaring with Dragon. Some people are even going as far as saying a Mack Hyper, which is something that I would love. But the thing that we need to remember is that Kennywood already has an awesome terrain hyper roller coaster. Even though it's only 170 feet tall, the second drop is 220 feet tall. So that's something that we all need to keep in mind. So my final thoughts are, I don't think we're getting any sort of hyper coaster. I think, for me, it's between the intimate launch roller coaster, similar to Soaring with Dragon. I don't know, maybe even like just a gigantic Blitz roller coaster. Or we could see something from S&S or even RMC. So those are kind of my 3 options that I'm looking most forward to. Who knows, maybe we could get a wooden suspended coaster. Who knows, it could be anything at this point. Kennywood is doing an absolutely fantastic job keeping us all on our toes, and I think they're going to get a lot of entries for this contest. So let me know what you guys' thoughts are on this Kennywood rumor, and let me know what your thoughts are. What do you want to see them get? What do you actually think they're getting? Be sure to post all that below. Do you like this video? Be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and as always, I'll see you all later. Peace out.